And I just realized I was on mute that entire time, but welcome to the stream. You guys can tell me if things like that happen, but, you know, I won't hold you to it. Alright, and here we go. Why is there a 6 Dan in Jokyu? That just seems like a poor decision. You just stand to lose so many points if you lose when you're 6 Dan. It's like 120 point loss and like 45 gain for a first or something. It's not worth it. If they're going for rank, that is. Maybe they're just trying to mess with Jokyu players. It's always a hard position. Like the early West Dora is so awkward, but I just hate discarding Dora so much that I just end up sticking with it for way too long most of the time. Maybe not too long. Maybe it's the right amount of time. Who knows? But this hand is looking so awkward right now. I don't think I can. Like, there's a half-decent chance this ends up as Chi Toy. So from that perspective, I want to hold on to it. But, you know. Hey, Melodic, how are you? Welcome back. Yeah, so it could have been a half-decent chance of Chi Toy if I'd, you know, been able to predict the future. Unfortunately, it's not quite something I've mastered just yet. Oh, who knows? Maybe we get something even better. Like, I'm trying to figure out if there's like a Chi Toy choice here, Toy, or who knows. Because, like, all my tiles are live right now. None have been discarded. But at the same time, it is getting kind of late to try to push too aggressively here. Especially as I get higher in the ranks here, I'm going to need to keep defense more in mind, which is something I'm not looking forward to. It's always been, like, the weakest point of my game. But we'll see. I probably would pawn the 3 or the 7 if it came out. Especially at the 7. 7's going to be hard to get with all the 4s dying, I think. But I don't think it makes sense to push for no value, so I'm not going to cheat the 4. Yeah. Oh. Let's go for it. We'll see. This is probably way too aggressive, honestly. Discarding all the pairs. Like, the 3s are dying now, which should indicate that a 2 is going to come out at some point. Or that could just happen, I guess. Jeez. Well then, I knew there was some defense needed here. Wow, I actually got really lucky then, didn't I? Need to focus up, otherwise I'm going to start dealing in here. Ooh. This is a pretty strong hand, though. 2 Dora that, you know, seem pretty easy to fit into the hand. 2 Yakuhai. Yeah, very easy to fit in the hand now. Like, this is easily 3 Han, maybe more. Might be the full Mangan. I think I'll keep the west back for safety even, because, like, what would I change about this hand? I should probably went ahead and discard the 7-pin, honestly. Yeah, let's just play for safety. Like, the hand is pretty much in its final state at this point. Yeah, and obviously at this point we're pushing this one super aggressively. This is definitely the kind of hand I need. Now the one downside here is this west discard kind of screams Honitsu. So I need to Tadashi a bamboo if I get the chance, or I could just sumo. I guess that also works, if I must. Alright. Wow, these are strong starting hands right now. Alright. Not as much value just yet. Thank you. They always say sumo is the real skill in Mahjong. I would love to draw a Dora here. The Tumon would be pretty perfect. I don't think I want to open for that just yet. I'd open for the 2, obviously, but not for the 8-pin.
Riichi.
This west seems fairly safe here. Probably worth at least a little bit of a push. If you even call that a push. Like, it's a once cut honor on the 5th discard. It's pretty safe, but you never know. Yeah, it's just so hard to push without too much value. Luck is a skill sometimes, Neuro, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think I'm in a position to push this, unfortunately. I'm in a decent score position. I don't want to sacrifice everything to try to push a hand that's this far from Tenpai. Maybe it still comes around, but I'm not forcing it here. Seems fine. Like, if 4-pin gets cut, we could cut the 4-pin, the 7, hope to draw the 2, make a pin Fudora 2. It's not impossible. Or if the 1-so ends up being safe, we can just 1-so, 1-so here. And it is pretty safe. The 2 isn't, though. Not great for my hand either. But I don't think I have another choice.
Sumo.
Yeah. Another dealer Mangan. Alright, that'll knock me back down to 3rd here. And 3rd's fine. But still early. Definitely not committing to the position this early. Yeah, Mahjong's always a game about margins, that's for sure. See, this one I'm gonna push pretty heavily with the Dora pair. I would just love to be able to open this hand. It's just very difficult to. Maybe keeping the 2 for the 1-2-3 Sanshoku chance was better. It's minor though.
Riichi.
So we've got another once cut honor here. That might be our best discard. Yeah, I think so. Better than the Shonpai valueless honor, I think. Oh, it's only East 2. You don't need to be nervous yet, Noru. It's way too early to be nervous this game. Yeah, them eating up a lot of our outs isn't great. Well, looks like third's getting more likely here. Another pretty good starting hand, though. We'll see. That's fair. I probably lost that instinct after the first 10,000 times or so. Have I seen 10,000 reaches? That's a great question. That's probably about right. It might be a little bit low, actually. Not sure. I just have no earthly idea of how many games of Mahjong I've played in my life at this point. It's good. But not great. Obviously, if we draw the 4 pins, the best thing in the world. But we could end on a bad weight here. One south cut already, sure. We just don't have the extra tiles to be trying to incorporate the south here. Okay. Improves that Pinzu shape to Ryankan. Yeah, it can be, that's for sure. You know what they say, Tanya will end it all. It's wisdom passed down from the elders. Or some random game character on Mahjong Soul. Can't remember which. I would love to just draw Tenpai here. If you don't mind, game. Ideally a good Tenpai, but you know, I'm not that picky. I'd probably Riichi Dora here. Maybe. It's hard to say. Whoops. Meant to tap the desk and I managed to hit something on the keyboard that caused everything to go crazy. So hopefully you guys didn't see too much of that. Don't think it affects you. Maybe just a small stutter. Of course. Things like this are what punish the early 8 discard. Like, I'd love to hold on to that 8, but just didn't pan out. 2 4s are dead and 1 6. Like, I'm at the point where I should be looking more to defense, because these players are definitely ones that would Dama hands. So we have to keep an eye out for that. Like, at this point, we probably just chi into Tenpai if we can. But we don't need to. I don't think it makes sense to Riichi this late, though. I think the 6 is technically safer than the 3 here. Maybe not.
Chi.
So we get Haite now. It's fine. All right. Couple points. Won't say no to him. But it needs to be a lot more if we want to catch up to that dealer. I don't know what to do with this hand. Like, this is the sort of thing where I would love to go for Honitsu, but it's not actually that close. We only have 3 usable shapes for Honitsu right now, and the shapes aren't great. So we really need to draw a lot more Sozu before we can hard commit to that. So I think it just makes more sense to play efficiently here. Yeah. Yeah, this hand looks like a boring one, unfortunately. I just don't think it's going to be fast enough either. Well, that does help a lot, though. Hold on. Yeah, if we can connect like one more Ryeonmin somewhere in here. Like that. I can play this a little bit aggressively, I think. We're technically Ishanten. But it's not a great Ishanten.
Riichi.
Especially not when things like that happen.
Chi.
Okay. Well, we drew a safe tile at least. While I would have loved to hold on to that one, I think it just makes more sense to play defensively here. Hey, Dudu, how are you? Yeah, if I'd known I could have discarded that 2 last turn, it would have been great, but here we are. This 9 isn't safe either. Jeez. Yeah, with online play, it definitely rewards trying to avoid last there. That's the biggest thing. Ooh, nice. Obviously, I'm a fan of Tenho. Oh, yeah. Anytime you join a new organization like that, you'll probably lose a few games. That's okay. 3 isn't safe. Atsu's twice cut, so that's fine. And there's no 3 pins left for this 2-4 shape.
Chi.
There's not really much doing here. Ooh. Hey, 40th out of 44th is not the worst. I took a friend to Rochester one time, and he managed to get dead last in the tournament. He doesn't play Mahjong anymore. I don't know if that's related or not. So close. Almost Tenpai. I think this 1 is safest. Okay. So 6-mon and 3-6, so yeah. So I was right to hold on to those 3s. Yeah, Tenno's just easily my favorite. Like, it's so stripped down, but that's not a bad thing. It's the lack of distractions. You can just focus on the game, you know? That's what I came here to do. Ooh, that's a good draw. Don't think I'm going for the Honitsu still. But it could be Itsu. Yeah, we'll play proficiency in the short term. Don't really want to hold on to the 3 and 5 here. But we'll see. Yeah, okay. This could end up Tanyao still. Cut 1-9, so it's probably going to be more efficient than going for the Itsu. I think the only thing that made me go Itsu right now is if like the Aka 5 came out.
Home.
Yeah, absolutely. Bronze Room is just something else. Like, I had no idea what was going on when I went in there. Yeah, it looks like it is a Tanyao. Okay. And not like, you know, no idea what was going on. Like, I knew the game. I did fine. But what other players were thinking was completely impossible. Like, I'm not sure. And no knock on you if this is you, right? But, you know, there's just so many random calls coming out from people trying to figure out the game, which, you know, credit to them.
Home.
Definitely get that experience somehow. Do I take this? I think so.
Gee.
And we discard the 7-8 because of the chance to be furry 10. We want to avoid that. There is some kind of thinking going on. There has to be neurons somewhere in that decision.
Riichi.
Okay, got the one safe-ish tile back here. It is twice cut, I guess. It's a little more than safe-ish. The difficult thing is the 7. Looks like it's in very high demand. The 7 bamboo. Okay, sure. That actually puts us in a decent position here.
Sumo.
Especially if we just sumo. Just simply sumo. That is 4 pairs right now. But it wants to be Honitsu. This is a very strange hand. Okay, I guess it's just Chitoi then. Yeah, we'll hard force the Chitoi here. Yeah, fill the Kanchan, then sumo the ramen. It's the way to go, Dudo. We're gonna make it look like we have a Honitsu in Manzu. And cutting a Ryamen Tadashi is a good way to do that. So at that point, if we hit Tenpai, we can discard this 3. Ooh, that changes things a bit. Yeah, we'll have to play this one by ear a little bit. Yeah. Like, I want to keep the 5. I want to find some kind of trap weight to replace this 8 if I can. Unfortunately, Genbutsu tiles are not a good thing to trap on for some reason.
Chi.
Like, okay. It's possible. It's possible that we could end up on Suanko or something here. We're not even going to pawn for Toy Toy here. It just doesn't make sense to. Are they on a Honitsu? Looks like it. Especially with that long delay on that discard there. That one pin is strange, though, at best. Yeah.
Chi.
Maybe they're doing the same thing I'm doing. We'll hold on to that Haku for a minute, though. Safer tile, still a very good weight at the end.
Nope.
Basically the trap weight I was looking for. Okay. Well, this game suddenly looks a lot more equal than it did at the beginning. Jeez. What are these hands right now? Do I pawn? No, I don't think I pawned that because I want the 8 so bad. I would pawn the 1, though. Pawn 1, discard 5 mon. I mean, sure. Like, sometimes a hand is just Chanta, right? Sometimes there's not much you can do about it. In this case, Jun-chan. But we still need to find another shape, and that's the hard part. There are a good number of outs to it, though. Like that, sort of. It almost does it. Problem is it builds off of another shape that we have. You know what they say, if you can't beat them, cry. That is how it goes, right? So these 2s dying over here is a little weird. Makes me want to give up on this 3 a lot quicker. Like, there's an outside chance here that it could be Chinroto. That is all terminals, if you're not familiar. I'm at the point where I probably should be pawning the 9s if I can. I have a lot of experience with that one, Ditto. I don't like discarding Dora there, but I think it's fine.
Chi.
Sorry, slightly distracted. Have a view bot going on one of my clients. There we go. Should take care of it. Okay, yeah, it's getting late enough that we just have to take this here.
Riichi.
Not the best timing, though. Yeah.
Sumo.
Okay. I think we made a decent fold there. Just was not coming together at all. Wow. These hands have been wild tonight. Yeah, their events are interesting. Okay. So we probably commit to the Dora pair here. Next drop is 2-pin, 2-pin. We go for pin Fedora 2. Seems like the line. Of course, that involves us actually drawing something. If we draw the 4, we could cut 9-8 mon and go for the Tanyao instead. I do prefer that. Apparently one of my opponents made a deal with the devil to have me only draw 6s. I just really want to lock in that Dora pair. Maybe it's greedy to be discarding the 2 this early. But I feel like it's fine. This is probably the point where I should have discarded the 2. Let's do it now. Gotta cut these house off before they deal in.
Kan.
Huh. If I could have drawn that 2 just a little bit earlier. Or that 4, rather. But we are Ishanten. Yeah, it's interesting. Right now in my play, the thing that I'm trying to do more is con more. Like, I'm trying to talk myself into more situations where conning is fine, which is very difficult for me to do because I'm just a little bit slanted against it, to say the least. Like a concealed con like this with a concealed hand, whatever, that's normal. But open cons especially are the things I'm looking at. I don't know which one is better to discard there. I mean, we could just have all the Ura be 2 mon. I guess that can happen. Could be the Ura 3. That is the potential right now. What are these draws? See, my opponents can't hurt me, but the game certainly can. Yeah, if it wasn't for this 9, like if I'd known, obviously, I'd hold on to the 2 pins, discard 9-8. Maybe I should have gone for that anyway, with the plan to get the 4 one way or another. But, you know, it's tough. Not even going to dignify that one, Dudo. I think I should just chi for Tenpai at this point, though. This is about the time. Or we could Dama a manga on hand and hope someone deals in. Like Toyman, who just discarded 5s back to back.
Boom.
Yes, okay. That works. A little bit worse of a hand, but we're in a much better position. Thank you, Neuro. Yeah, the Dama hands get you every time. Like, that one would have me seething over the board, probably. I have a friend. He apparently has a very good memory for Mahjong. He mentioned... Okay, let me back up. So I was playing with him in the Philadelphia tournament in, like... When was that? Relatively recent. I was playing with him, and I did this thing where he discarded from a pair to try to fold against someone else. Discarded the first tile, it passed. Then I drew a Tenpai waiting on it. Damaed the hand, and he discarded the other one. And this was like super late in the hand, too. And I rolled him.
Boom.
And he reminded me that I had done that exact same thing like a year prior at a tournament as well. And I had no recollection of it whatsoever. But It's just hilarious that I'm getting this reputation with him now. So I guess he knows he always has to be careful discarding pairs against me. Okay, that's good. Need to be a little bit careful. Probably want to drop this sooner rather than later, even though it's next to the Dora. And just go for the Nomi hand. Yeah, like, and it's funny because I don't feel like I Dama too often. But when I do, obviously, it can be very painful. Because they were not small hands either. I think the one at this tournament was a Dama Hanemon, if I remember correctly. Something like that. It's like Sanshoku Dora something. Like, it was crazy.
Riichi.
Well, that's not great timing. As the dealer, it probably still makes sense to reach here. It's a little bit aggressive, but
Riichi.
I think we go for it.
Chi.
Okay. I will take the broken Ipatsu. That's fine. This has the added benefit of potentially just flipping Ura and shadow roaming this guy. That's the ideal situation, obviously. The only downside is 2 of the 8s are out, but I think it's still fine. Yeah, just simply sumo, right? It's that easy. And hitting the Ura. Beautiful. Now we're in a very commanding position. I prefer real life glitch. There's something about the body language and the tells and everything that really suits it to me very well. Like, I used to be a magician, right? So being able to read people's body language that they don't even realize they're giving away a lot of times is very useful and a great way to get an edge in the game. Fair enough, Dudo. We were all like that for a little while during COVID. I mean, maybe not all of us. I guess I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of us were. Oh, yeah. And like, I bring up this example a lot, so apologies if you heard this before already. But one of the biggest things that new players do, especially, you have to be careful of the amount of time you consider a tile, especially after you've Riichi'd. Because if you draw a tile and then immediately discard it, and then you draw another tile, sit there, think for a second, and then discard it, I know that that one's a lot more likely to be close to your weight. Guess wrong. Not that I really want the Chi toy, but there's a world where this becomes a Rion Peiko. That's what I'm really after. Yeah, and I need to draw like running 3s for the Rion Peiko, but you know. If it happens, it happens.
Riichi.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not really a pushing hand. I'm okay with this north here. But after this, I'm probably folding. Like, even if I draw Tempai here, it's probably not worth it. I might be able to Mawashi into something, though. Especially with draws like that. Let's do this. Like, the sequence is 5 so, 3 mon. And if we can get that, then we can be Tempai with safe discards. It's asking a lot. Asking to fill 2 kanchans in 3 draws. It is not worth it to push. Crow, you're better than that. You don't need to push this hand. Like, if I get the chance to hit Tempai and discard the 4 here, I will. But I cannot take that big of a risk, I don't think. And just probably just cut this again. It was actually probably the 2, now that I'm looking at it again. A lot of the 8s are dead. It's not worth the risk, though. Just 2. Yeah, exactly. Yep, waiting on 6, 9, so yeah, the 6 was completely unsafe, and we are very glad we didn't Riichi. We made the right call. We take right calls on this channel. And, like, honestly, even if they sumoed there, it's not the end of the world by any means. Like, I don't like folding as dealer, obviously, for clear reasons. But sometimes it's just what happens.
Home.
It's probably worth it.
Boom.
And we don't really want to keep tiles around the door here. Like, the reason we're calling this is to have, like, the 1 call for the Yaku, keep some safety back, and see what we can do with it. From here on out, I don't think I'm making any calls unless it's calling specifically into Tempai. I might call a 7 pin, but even then, don't like it. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, so we have routes to the Tempai here.
Riichi.
But because of things like this, you don't want to push too hard. If we'd made a bunch of calls and everything, we'd be in a lot worse position here. This must be the dealer thing about calling here. But we're quickly getting into a position where we don't have a lot of safety still. Like, the 6 mon doesn't look terrible, but the 8 mon Riichi is the weird part. Like, it's just so weird, though, because you have the 9 after. Like, they're not waiting on it.
Wrong.
Okay. That's fine. And that is game, and we took the win. We take those. That is fantastic. Where is my window? There it is. Okay. So, 1 down. We are now 21 games straight without a fourth, not to jinx it or anything. I just like showing off sometimes. That is a lot of bamboo tiles. Even with it, I'm not hard forcing the flush just yet. It's only 4 shapes, not 5. Hey, Zorkard, how are you? Thank you. Okay, now we're forcing the Honitsu.
Boom.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward if we pawn the Hatsu here as well, but I think it's fine.
Riichi.
Jeez. That's not great, though. Well, this plan is getting lit on fire very quickly.
Boom.
We'd probably still chi the 7 here and push. What is that, though? No, I think I'm just going to avoid it here.
Chi.
Yeah, I just don't like the 7 pin, or... God, it really wants me to push this hand. I guess if the other Hatsu comes out at this point, I'm priced in. The hand is just in very good shape. Well, that's close enough.
Boom.
Okay.
Chi.
Here's the scary tile. Oh, beautiful. Oh, we take those. Got another bunch of Sozo. Okay. It's probably not Honitsu this time. Unless we draw a lot of them very quickly. And of course, Dudu, you called the penchant fill. So thank you for speaking that one into existence. I do appreciate the support there. It's always sad because I honestly really like Honitsu as a hand, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Okay. I really want to integrate this Dora, though. That's the big thing right now. Maybe we could have gone for the Honitsu. We'd still be a bit away. Yeah, it's one of those things that you learn the timing for a lot better when you play a lot of tournaments. Because tournaments are played Akanashi, there's no red 5s. So Honitsu actually becomes very important for hand value. So you learn to weigh the benefits very quickly if you play a lot of that style. Yeah, I'm not sure where this hand goes. Like, probably in the trash right now. I should have been keeping a couple more safe tiles. If I draw 7 pin again, this is fine. But I'll still have to get rid of a Dora to be able to push. least right now to push, I only need to technically push 1 Tsuji. I can discard 3, 6.
Long.
Yeah, okay. Poor Shokaduo. Shokaduo? What kind of name is that? Wonder if that means something. Well, another Menimanzu. Like, so the problem is it's not just 10 tiles. Really what you need to be doing is looking at the finished shapes. Like, where is this hand going to end up if I go for Honitsu? Because you could have, like, just say, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, that looks like a great start for Honitsu. Then you could have, like, a couple isolated honors. But the problem is it's already in a good completed shape. You already have those tiles isolated into 3 sets of 3. So it's not necessarily something that's good to go for Honitsu with. That's one reason I don't like rules of thumb like that.
Riichi.
But the shapes, those are important ones to figure out. Because if you look at it and you can see what that finished form ends up being, then you're fine. I don't know who Shoka is. Unless you're just saying that's their random name. I don't like discarding Dorisuji, but it's what it is. Didn't get hurt too bad. Didn't really have anything safe there. Oh, okay. That's fair. Oh. I understand now. Thank you, Zorkard. I needed the additional breakdown there. Yeah, like, this isn't the end of the world by any means. Still in a decent second. It's only East 2. It's too early to try to sit on your laurels too much. I think we start going in a Tanyao direction. Like, it's unfortunate this breaks the 4th pair. Like, not that I really want to go Chitoi or anything. But I think this is a better overall shape to go for. That's a good draw. I'm not currently planning on it, Dudo. I'm not... What's the best way to say this? I'm not a big fan of events that use the name of a pro organization to promote themselves. If that makes any sense. Like, just because it's a WRC event or whatever, that doesn't mean anything, right? Like, it's an event. Yeah, there'll be some good players there. There'll be some nice pros, all that stuff. But the cost for what I'm going to get out of it is not really there, as far as I can tell. Like, there was Amos Fest last year in Las Vegas. And I talked to some people that went, and, like, we are pretty sure this is basically going to be the same type of event and everything. And Overlord Whale, if any of you know him, another streamer, basically he was saying that he wasn't planning on going to this one for the same reason. So he did go to the WRC, or the Amos one, but I don't know. Just kind of a weird position to be in. kind of the same thing. Like I got asked at the last tournament I went to, like, hey, Crow, why haven't you joined a pro organization yet? I just don't see the point, honestly. If I want to play in tournaments, play against good players, do all that stuff, I'll just join open tournaments. Like, there's plenty of strong players in America that I don't need the pro org or anything. Oh, Albin Fest. Okay, my bad. Like, on the bright side, everything would be cheaper. On the downside, everything would be cheaper. So at this point, I probably want to starve Sozu, as this player deals more Sozu. Like, I've talked about this a little bit before. There's like a social contract sort of thing going on, where this player's in last. They're in last by a significant margin. We don't want them winning hands, right? Because if last avoidance is the target, then everyone at the table is in like a little bit of a prisoner's dilemma where we don't want this player to win big hands. And a Honitsu like this is one of the easy ways to get that kind of big hand. Honitsu in the Dora suit specifically. So I'm going to stop cutting anything even close to a bamboo tile. Like, I'm vaguely considering this one, but even that, there's no ones on the table. So if I can starve this player of tiles, prevent them from winning this hand, it's just a net benefit for everyone at the table.
Wrong.
Okay, and it wasn't Honitsu, but someone else did deal in with the tile that could have been a Honitsu. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think you notice it more at higher levels of play, honestly. JoQ is a little bit low for, like, that level of meta. But you see it a lot in Tokujou, at least from what I remember. It's been a little while since I played Tokujou games. So, we'll see. We're on our way there. Uh-oh. Now all I need to do is pair the 7-pin, and I'm good to go. Not a meta hand, just a meta surrounding the game entirely. I'm gonna do this. This probably looks a little bit weird, but I am really trying to integrate this Dora, and I think the 1/1 discards here is the best way to do that. Hey Mordecai, how are you? Okay, like we're at the point where we really need to discard the 7-pin, honestly. If I draw another improvement that doesn't connect it, I probably will here.
Riichi.
Oh, jeez. A little bit too late. I think we have to pass that. Oh, God, that's such a good draw, too. So this 8/6 could have come off a shape like 8/6/6/5. So the 7 isn't really that safe. Yeah, just Dorotanki. Excuse me. I'm just trying to choke myself a little bit, apparently. I should probably explain that discard. So the reason that this is okay now is because the 4 came out, so it couldn't be that shape that I mentioned. Can I discard 1 Mon? I discard 7 pin. Ugh. I think we will do our Tonki here.
Riichi.
Let's go for it. It's a Mangan.
リーチ
Not really what I wanted to see. Another chase right away. Yeah, this one's a little bit nervous, Nero. I'll give you that.
Dong.
Well, we were not getting that Dorotanki. Luckily, we will maintain our position here. See, like, this is a hand where I am interested in Honitsu, right? And yes, it's 10 tiles, I know. But we have the 3-4-5 shape, the pairs here,
Pon.
and we still have the fallback of getting the 6 here. So all we really need to do to be able to complete this hand is connect something to this 8, which is a pretty low bar. Yep, exactly, Nero. Reason I'm discarding the 7 first is because the Dora is another out here for a good bit of value. It was just a small explosion, you know. It's not like they got launched into the sun or anything.
Home.
So 1 West cut already. We are ready to discard this Dora if we draw any kind of improvement. I guess that counts. Of course. Now, interestingly, there's no dragons on the table here, except for these green ones. So that's one thing you have to watch out for. I don't know if we're likely to get these because of that.
Chi.
So here we cut this. Trying to play a little bit defensively here. I would love to be able to discard this 9. That's fine. I just don't know how we get out of this one. With a win, that is. Like, I'm pretty sure I can just fold fairly easily here. I don't want to. With this being 1 chance, I'm okay with it. And then if I get this pawn, it's just enough value to go for it. All right. Don't hurt me. We're pushing. We're pushing pretty much anything here.
Dong.
All right. That is very good for us, actually. That equalizes scores a lot. And we have the Yakuai pair. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate we didn't win that one, but it is what it is. Yeah, we'll easily take a 2,900 point hand here if we can. So we'll pawn this for sure.
Pon.
Yeah, like it happens way too often, Nero. So I'm a little bit dead to it at this point.
Home.
Our hand is very wide at this point, at least. There's a lot of draws we could end up with. Does that make it wider? Maybe not wider, but for some reason I like that better. I guess it's more likely to end up on a bad weight, unfortunately. No, it's fine.
Boom.
Yeah, so probably a slight inaccuracy there. Probably should have discarded the 1-cell. 1-cell? Maybe 9-cell. Yeah, 9-cell works better. That's what I was missing. Pretty sure it was 9-cell discard.
Long.
That's not good. Yeah, I knew there was a chance for it, but I had to push that hand, I think. Yeah, it's right. We're still within striking distance. Definitely not out of it. Can't have perfect luck every single hand. Oof. Speaking of imperfect luck. Excuse me. Don't really need these E's here. I need to open up the hand and get better shapes. So I want to discard the E's here. Like, next cut is probably... I don't want to discard the Dora. Like, I want to discard the shape just because I hate penchants. But I like Dora. So that leaves me to, like, wanting to discard the 1 but not the 2. It's just a weird position to be in. Solution is just draw 2, simply. Now I don't hate it, because I can still accept a 3. And now we can go for the Tanyao. We can open up for it.
G.
Yeah. Alright. Potential Tanyao door 2. But we need some very, very specific tiles here.
Riichi.
I was just thinking I want to discard this before someone reaches. Oh, don't do it. Okay. That pause gets me every time. And that did pass there, yeah. Okay. Like, the 4 pin is probably better than the red dragon here, honestly. Yeah. Shonpai are terrifying. The big tournament that I won in New York, that's what I almost threw it away on, was a Shonpai honor to, like, try to maintain a Tenpai of all things. Down to a dealer Baimon. But then I somehow still won that Hanchan. It was crazy. That's not safe. Yeah, we still gotta take it here, though.
Long.
Well, that's not great. Now we're in a little bit of trouble. Our record is at risk. How do we make back 23,000 points? Yeah, that might have been too aggressive. I don't know.
Home.
So here are the chances pinned we pick a Riichi. Yeah, like it's... Often things are not 100% safe. Like that's just a fact of Mahjong. Doesn't mean you should shut down every single hand. Thanks, Don.
Home.
So right play is probably this here, which gets rid of the Ipeco but improves the odds of pinfill. Maybe that's not right though, with how many points I need to make up. Like at this point, I need the dealer to reach and roam the hell out of somebody.
Chi.
That's a scary hand over there.
Home.
What even are they on though?
Long.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Well. Ton pin reach here is kind of my best choice. So let's see if we can get there. There is an outside chance of a 2-3-4 Sanshoku.
Home.
Yeah, they are pretty similar, Mordecai.
Home.
Yeah, I just need the dealer to really beat someone up here. So I guess at that point I should discard the white dragon, try to feed him.
Home.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of tiles that are not going to deal in, to say the least here. This east, though, it's not safe yet, but okay. We're going to be taking some risky lines here. I do think they are Tenpai now, though. Now, if they were before, they are now. Well, there's the 2-3-4 Sanshoku chance again. No, and there it goes. Should have discarded the 4 there, probably. Yeah. Discard the 4, keep a safe tile back. It's not a super valuable hand. It's got Chance at Dora, though. Drawing 6 pin improves to Tanya pretty safely. I think other than that, we're just folding, honestly. Like, we're hoping this player deals into that one. That's our best possibility here. Like 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku is still technically alive. But it's worth pursuing. Okay. Like, just Pinfu's not enough. If our hand is just Pinfu, we'll probably just take a K10 instead. Not K10, but just take the Ryukyoku instead. And I don't think I want to push that. I think the 6. Yeah. Yeah, if we can call into Tenpai here, we will. Even though I guess 7's pretty good. Yeah. I made a decent call there. One more round to try to find the Tenpai here. It's gonna save us a good amount of points if we can. Nope. Safest tile is the 9 pin. Okay. Well, we didn't lose points relative to the player to our right, at least. This is a pretty good number of Dora, potentially. Tanyao Dora 3. That's a start. I think we probably do hard commit to it if we can. Now we might not need to, though, with that draw. Because basically what I was thinking is the shapes are not great, but this is becoming more and more like Tanyao every single day. I mean, draw. Now we should get rid of the 3. Not a great draw. Maybe hold the 3 there for Itsu. No. Don't think I can open for it just yet. If I had the confirmed 3rd Dora, I think it'd be fine. Oh, really? That just looks so much like a Honitsu there. Oh, now we are having problems. Looks like we finally broke the streak, chat. Sorry, I failed you. Game number 22 is going to be going down as a 4th by the look of it. It's still not completely certain. If the player on our right reaches, we could chase reach and try to direct hit with a Haneman. That's really about it, though. Like, if they're playing good Tenho, they shouldn't do anything. They shouldn't be reaching. They shouldn't be doing anything at all. But we'll see what they do. Could end up trapping on a Chitoi. Maybe. Here's hoping Mordecai. I mean, someone called a Baimon Sumo. Or Sanbai Sumo, I can't remember. And this could do that. It's Baimon Sumo on Reach Chitoi, I think Ipot Sumo? Something like that. Reach Chitoi, Sumo, Door 2. Ura 2. That's what I need. mean, we're going for it.
Riichi.
Hopefully put them in a position where they have to go for the Tsuchi. Oh, we can't take that, can we? Riichi pots Chitoidora 2. I'll flip the Ura for overtake. It's same chance, 20% chance of getting out of last here. Ah, didn't get it. Oh well. Yeah, it was the same chance of overtaking as waiting for the sumo. So it was worth it, but not quite enough. All right. But we are still going. We are at a 4.5% fourth rate this month now instead of 0%. Let's see what we can do to drive that down. And unfortunately, that was a big hit to our rating too. We were at 1955. It's a 27-point hit. Did have the craziest thing at a club night game the other day, though. When I was in DC for a tournament, I opened Riichi against someone who had a Hadaka Tunki, a naked weight, just called 4 times, they're down to 1 tile. And the rule is if you are open Riichi and someone deals into you without being in Riichi themselves, then it's a Yakuman automatically. So when someone goes down to 1 tile, if you have an open weight, that's a big risk for them. So I did it. And unfortunately, I epot sumoed, I say that, because they would have had to deal in on their next turn if no one made any calls. So it would have been crazy, honestly, but I guess I'll take an epot sumo. But last night at club night, I was recounting that to somebody as someone went to Hadaka Tunki. And then sure enough, I drew the Tenpai and double reached. And I epot sumoed again. So apparently, when I'm trying to trap someone with Hadaka Tunki, I'm just cursed with epot sumo. I don't know. I guess that's a pretty decent curse to have. I think that one keeps the Sanshoku chance alive. 2, 3, 4. Maybe it should have just been a pair, an isolated pair. These 6s. It probably would have been better. Well, I guess not. Sometimes the game knows best.
Wrong.
Come on. Apparently this could just be bad luck stream night. Don't want to call it too soon, but we'll see. We are starting with Dora 3 this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. Need 1 more to be able to go for Tanyao. Technically I have 5 shapes, but I wasn't counting the 1 cell. And there's the extra shape. Okay. We have a Tanyao. But we still don't want to call that. We want to save like the good shapes for the final weight. We'd call things like the 2 or the 6, 8 or that sort of thing. I would love it if I could get one of those 7s, though. I would absolutely chi that if I could. Yeah. That is the 4th pair. We are at the point where we need to start pushing more aggressively too. Well, that's a good draw. Now if we can get one more Aka, either one, then we're in a good position. It's a Hanemon at that point. I mean, we're definitely pushing this one. We will pawn and discard the 6 if we can.
Don't.
Really? Bad luck day, apparently. Like, that's easily the right discard there still. Yeah, don't worry, Nuru. These sorts of things happen. As long as I don't go on, like, a tie of the worst streak I've ever gone on in my life, I'll be okay. If that happens again, I might just stop streaming. The worst run I ever had on online Mahjong was this. 10 games, 9/4 and a third. It was really rough. Like, what do I even do here? So now we probably do just discard 3/2. Hopefully chi this 8. Yes, okay. Yep. Chi the 8, 3/2, Sancho Ghidorah. That's our play. Thought they got someone else with it for a second.
Chi.
Yeah, the early 5-pin makes the 1/4 and 6/9 Suchi a little bit worse. Oof. That's a Dora.
Don't.
Okay. Okay. We've got a target now. Okay. That's a much better hand. I do appreciate that, Kyushu. If we can draw the 7 and pair the Dora, this hand is bonkers. 7 Mon, that is. Obviously, that's very idealistic. There's other things that can just go right and be fine.
Home. Home. Chi. Chi.
Jeez. This is going to be a fast hand. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to speed myself up. I'm just at the mercy of the wall at this point.
Home.
Yeah. So now if we end up waiting on the 7 Mon, we can at least make it a trap wait, but this hand is a problem over here. I really don't want to discard the 4 into it. Like I will for Riichi Dora too, when it comes down to it.
Don't.
But apparently I won't. I'm completely fine with the dealer just hitting everyone else right now. Here I would open for a 3,500 point hand. So I will pawn this white if it gets discarded, for sure.
Home. Home. Home.
Yeah, the dealer is going to be just aggressive as hell right now, apparently. I'll still take this pawn here, but I'm going to be a little bit careful. I'm going to try to be anyway.
Chi.
I do have to discard this 9-mon, though. So I'm not sure what to do about the 7.
Dong.
Guess I don't need to do anything about the 7. Okay. Decent hand, a lot of kanchans to fill here. That cuts one down, though. And we are out of last place, I'll point out. Well, the kanchan we didn't need to fill is the one that filled. So just fine to discard that there, though. It's a lot easier to find the pair. Basically, that's just a bad floating 7. Ooh, it's a very good kanchan fill. Oh, don't jinx it, Mordecai. Oh, wow. Okay. We have no more kanchans to fill. We just need to find a pair. Could I find a pair, please? That's starting to find a pair, but I don't think I can hold it. There we go.
Riichi.
That's what we wanted. Let's see if we can actually win a hand now. Because there is 1,800 points in Honba out there. So this hand would be worth 5,700. At least, if we can win it. Oh, that's sad, though. That is also sad. What is going on?
Riichi.
Oh, don't do this to me. Okay. Oh, that pause, I swear to God. I'm gonna have a heart attack before I'm 40.
Sumo.
Yes, okay. That's what we needed. Now we're back in this. Cool, 8,000 points here. And starting to claw our way back to first place. Still a long way to go there, though. Yep, we can win races for Riichi. That's a good sign. Not all of our luck is dead. And the reason I discard the south there is for the outside chance of a Shosangen. Not really worth it, especially not now that the other white came out here. But minor differences. This week has been a very stressful one. I'm honestly just glad I'm here to stream for you guys. I've been having to meet with, trying to avoid doxing anything, with a crisis management team for one of our customers, because we shipped parts to them, and they were the wrong parts. It's not a good situation to be in. It's an issue that we haven't had in like 5 years. I put up their portal and everything and like pulled all the history for claims of this magnitude and all that. And was able to demonstrate that, yeah, it's been a while since this happened, you know. Go a little bit easy on this if you can.
Home.
But luckily, I've still got the skills for investigation, we'll say. They were actually very, very happy with the investigation I presented to them. At the end, they said something like, well, this isn't like they literally said this, but they said this is normally when we have to, like, you know, berate the supplier and force them to investigate more or tell us things, that sort of thing. But you guys answered all of our questions. So that's a very good place to be when you're dealing with crisis teams. You want the crisis team to like you for sure. Can't take the good weight because it's furry 10. We actually have like no weight upgrades here. It's kind of sad. We could take this though. And the reason we take that is if we draw the 6, then we discard the 2.
Riichi.
I will be declining to con that. Problem is this 7 is now very stuck in my hand. Oh, Lord. Can't discard Dora either. Like, it's not the worst Dora discard in the world, but it's not great. And we are no longer in, or we are in second by just a little bit here. I will fight that entire team at once, Mordecai. You don't scare me.
Chi.
That's a Dora. Like, the Monzu shape's a little bit awkward. Sequential pairs are not great. But I'll hold it for a little while I'm getting rid of some of the other worse things. Imagine if I had Suango here, though. It's so unlikely, but it's not technically dead. The problem is I really can't discard this Dora here. I feel like I'm very locked in with the player across from me going for what looks to be Jun-chan. Discarding 3 souths. That's rough. Excuse me. 4 souths. Here's the real question. Can we make it 5 souths? Well, not with that draw. I really just don't trust this one, so discard at all. Trust this well enough. Oh god, that's Shonpai? Really? What do I do here? I guess 6-0 doesn't look bad. We take the safe road here.
Wrong.
Okay, Justice on Shoko. That's fine. Yeah, the terminal doors are always a little rough. this hand, though. I don't mind at all. Could just be a quick Riichi Pinfu sort of thing. We have upgrades if we draw like any Manzu tile. We can cut 1/6 and have a much better shape. There, we can just cut 1 anyway. Now if we draw 4/7 mon, we can cut the 1/1. We hold that one and discard. No, because we have the 9-so in discard. We don't want a furry 10. Otherwise, it would have been better to hold the 4-so because it's a safer tile. But that's a good draw. Now we can just cut these. The Ishan 10. Go from there.
Riichi.
Yep. Nothing to write home about. Riichi Pinfill, but it's a standard Riichi. Now, Reach Ipatsumo would have been something to write home about, but alas, here we are. Wonder how carefully the player in last is gonna play. Like, so far they've discarded safe tiles. That's Suji.
Home.
Pawn. Oh, it's still East round. Why did I think it was South round?
Riichi.
Wow. Oh, come on, not you. Don't want this. Like, the 8-mon looks great in the wall. Seems like a pretty likely draw, but man. Now we lose second. Oh well. Yeah, it was quite a bit crazy. Like, this hand, as usual, is just screaming for Tanya. But I really do want another Dora to be able to go for that. But we'll have to kind of play based off pace. Like, right now, things are slow. It doesn't make sense for us to open up and push the pace of the game. Not just yet, anyway. We can keep a safe tile back here. It's probably fine. One of the best draws is like 3-mon 6-so. That's about the worst improvement we could have gotten. But still technically an improvement. Okay. Still waits on the 3 and gives us some other more fun options. If we draw 2-mon, what do we do? That's a hard choice. Like, 2-mon is Tenpai waiting on 6-so. But people have been pushing really aggressively here. I don't know if I want to reach that. Let's do this. This keeps the 7 back if player on our right reaches. Ooh, and actually, this builds Pinfill. Gives us the choice V Peko, but we'd have to discard Dora to do it, so it doesn't really do anything. Well, they're trying to help us out. Okay. Accepting any Dora in this situation. Dora will always have a home in this hand. Until we reach you, of course. Then it might only be select Dora. We become a lot more exclusive when we're Riichi.
Home.
Yeah, they want to shut down these hands as quick as they can, don't they? But even then,
Home.
you can only be faster so many times. Like being non-dealer, pushing this hard for what could just be 1,000 points. It's a little rough. We'll still play a little bit safe though. There's a Dora. We did make it to Ishanten. And that's another Dora. Let's do this. Because at the very least, it will trap the last one.
Wrong.
Okay. Okay, so not just a 1,000-point hand. They've got a decent idea what they're doing. Why do I want to discard the 1 here? It's very strange. I don't know why I'm gravitating towards it. But we do have 4 pairs right now. Of course. Make that 5 pairs. Maybe we should have held that south, actually. Might have been a bit hasty. That 3 would be a decent trap, though. I'm fine with sticking around with that one for now.
Home.
The difficult thing is navigating these hands in a way that it's not obvious they're Chitoi, but then this 5 also gave us outs for just a normal hand if we draw one of these kanchans. God, this 3 would be so cursed as a weight right now.
Home.
We get the worst kanchan. I think we still go for it here. I'm
Riichi.
aware that the dealer is very scary right now. But if this makes them fold, it's very good for us. And if they deal in, it's even better, obviously. Not sure exactly what our winning chance is here, but I think a bad weight reach +1 right now is fine. I just, for some reason, I don't read that they're tempai. Well, now I do. That's a bit worse.
Home. Chi.
There it is.
Dom.
That's who I want to hit too. Come on, Ura. Nice. Okay. There's a Mangan. We are about 10,000 points down from the leader. And we are dealer. So dealer Mangan takes the lead here. I'll hedge a little bit for Honitsu. And of course, as I do that, 2 of my honors get cut. Hopefully this 2 in my discard doesn't come back to bite me. It easily could. Speaking of which, oh, I hate it when I'm right. Yeah, I mean, we're Ishan 10. We probably wouldn't take the Furitan Reach here. We'd probably discard the 3 and take the Shabo instead. We'll see where we end up, though. Yeah, that's where we're at. The ones look pretty good, though.
Riichi.
Let's go for that.
Ron.
Reach Epots. Door 2? No. Okay. So not a Mangan, but we are on our way back. 7,700 points is pretty reasonable to his dealer. 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku chance. Lots of Dora. By lots, I mean 2. Okay, now it's lots of Dora. Like, I can't pare this down to Tanyao yet. But maybe there's a chance. Discarding 1 was probably better than the red dragon there. Problem is 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku is so much worse in this situation. This is probably just stay closed. Now, if I draw the 4-pin, I've got some options. I'm not going to have too much time by the look of it. Looks like it might be 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. I can cut the 1 pin and lock in the Aka 5 pin. That's 2 of the 8s gone, though. Yeah, looks like that's not happening.
Chi.
Best draw here is probably 6 Mon. It's not a bad upgrade, though. 6 Mon remains the best draw. We do have this 9 in our discards, though. I really prefer not to discard any more Manzu. I think I'd probably chi the 6 Mon now, though. What could they be waiting on? Jeez. How many Manzu do these 2 players have between themselves? Like, it felt riskier than it should have, I think.
Kang. Ron.
Okay. That's fine. Now we are 6,400 points away. That is a Chi Toidor 2. But we would lose the tiebreaker here. If you don't know, tiebreaker for online is based on dealer order. Whoever's earlier in the dealer order has priority on a win. I need to draw 6, so... I mean, I guess need is the wrong word. I would love to draw a 6 so here. Imagine I just get like a Nagashima gun and win off of that. That'd be great. It's not likely at all, but it's theoretically possible. And that's what we build this channel on, is dreams. So let's drop that here. If we open, we need a lot of help. Opening for Toy doesn't do it. Like I said, Chitoi Door 2 technically ties. Riichi Chitoi Dora is similar. Is that the help we needed? Like, if we go for this, we pretty much have to directly roll in Toymen here, and they're probably not going to let us do that, right? Oh, jeez, I should have kept the Chitoi. Well, you're assuming we're reaching. That's the thing. And we also have to navigate this minefield that is this player's hand.
G.
That's the other side of this. I mean...
G.
I don't want to say it,
G.
but it's technically alive. Okay, and right now is the time to discard this. That is not the right out. If we draw the 6-0, we get Sumo Door 2, which is not enough. Right? Sumo Ipeko Door 2.
Sumo.
I'm smart. I'm the best Mahjong player ever. This was 100% totally planned. This is exactly how we drew it up. I was forgetting I had Ipeko for a second. Yeah, a little bit sad we couldn't go for the Suonko there. We've had so many close calls with Suonko. Hold on, where were those tiles? So at this point, there is one here. Didn't mean to click there. One here, two here. Where is the last 7? Am I blind? Are they both dead? Oh, that one just got discarded. That's what I missed. All right. Thank you for being my shield, Dudo. While you're doing that, we will get into the next game. Sitting at a pretty decent record. We are 360 points away from Tokujou at this point. See, the thing is, Dudu, technically, this is a video. Just saying. Like, this is a video, this will be published, and it happens more than once every other year. Now, the problem's been inspiration recently. Like, I've got a few things I want to talk about. And honestly, this might be the week to do it, because my wife is out of town. So, I'm not really going to have too much to do. So, unless certain people in chat upset me and make me angry, I might look at doing other videos in the coming week. But if it doesn't happen, you can all blame Dudu now. That was the implication there. This is something we definitely want to cheat if we can. Sure, Dudu, sure. You're just the easiest person to blame, you know? That's just how it goes. I would cheat either 3 or 6 here. That's actually a pretty good draw. Sounds good. We have the understanding then. I would love if the dealer could discard a 6-0. Like, that would just be the best thing ever. Can't take that one, though. Unfortunately, right now, with the way that hand is built, that 5 is our pair. There's not really a way to make this 5 into our pair.
Home.
See, that looks like a pawn that wants to discard the 6-0. That's not bad, though. We can drop this here. Now we have options for our pair. But we still don't want to go all in on Tanyao if we have this 8 back. Like, we'll still chi the 6-0 if we can. Yeah, I think we still take that.
Chi.
Home.
So he could easily be waiting on this.
Chi.
But we have a very strong hand right now. So we are going for it. And 6-0 is starting to look harder to use.
Dom.
Sure enough. Starting off with a bang. Dora 3 Tanyao. One of my favorite hands. This one is not one of my favorite hands. Like, this is just a Honitsu force, probably, but I can't call tiles yet. So that's out the window. I shouldn't have discarded that 3 then, so I should have started discarding the honors here. This 3's a mistake. Let's find out if it bites me. Yep, there it is. Still better to hold on to the 2 than these honors right now. So right now we would be missing the Sha.
Home.
Now missing the white dragon if we had this 3. My hope here is just to redraw 3. That's the best draw here, probably. Not that 3 game. You know what I meant. Like, does this still just, like, come back around to Honitsu? It could. There are draws that lead to Honitsu here. That's not one of them, though.
Home.
Okay. So this is also almost Chitoi.
Riichi.
Almost Chitoi is the worst kind of Chitoi. I think we'll go ahead and drop these norths here. it just gives us better flexibility to be able to push the hand. If we draw the 2, that's pushable. Like, yeah. I think we just Dama. I like the Dama here. 5 discard might have been better, though. I thought that passed somewhere, did it not? It didn't. I think I'm okay with it still. Yeah, okay. That 2 is very safe. Nice. All right, we are cruising now, and I have a cat that is bunting my ankle. Luckily, she's not biting it here, because she is a bit of an ankle biter. If I get the chance to pick her up, I will, and show you guys the kitty that is bunting my foot right now. She will not like being picked up, so will not last very long. But I'm sure she's okay with sacrificing for the stream. So this hand is very good. Should probably talk about the Mahjong a little bit here. This is about the clearest 22 we've had on stream so far. And it's got a lot of tiles it can pawn for Tenpai. Prefer not to pawn the 1, though. If I try to scoop her up right now, she's going to run away. Especially with my left hand. If someone could just discard a 7 or an 8, I would really appreciate it. Well, I guess that works. The request stands. Someone could discard the 7 or the 8. I would really appreciate it. All right. Seems like the kitty has good luck, which is good news, because she is sticking around. Come on. Nope. Doesn't like trying to be coaxed onto the desk, apparently. I tried. Sorry, chat. Now she's complaining in the background if you can hear it. Come on. I need to focus more, though, because discarding this 9 was probably a mistake. It's got the Sanshoku chance here. Okay, yeah. Come on. Come on. Don't think this hand's going to be Chitoi. So I'm fine with this here. I think part of her hesitation right now is that the side she normally jumps up on currently has a curtain, so she doesn't know what's on this side of the desk as much. Come on. She's like trying to look and see if she wants to come up here or not. She's going to stay down there and get pets. Okay. This hand has really not progressed very much. Like, apparently I should have gone for Chitoi. But it is what it is. Come on. She's sitting there staring at me now. Like cats do.
Chi.
Let's go. I wonder if she wants me to pick her up.
Dong.
Nah. That's fine. Hey, Tachanka, how are you? I'm currently discussing the whims of my kitten that's coming around my ankles right now. I say kitten, she's like 8 years old, but you know, she'll always be my little kitten. Like, do you want me to pick you up? Is that what's going on? Sometimes she just wants the help, I think. Doesn't feel like jumping that far. Maybe if I just completely ignore her, she'll come up here. It sounds like the sort of thing she'd do.
Home.
Okay. I'm fine with opening here. It's Dora 1. Could easily become Dora 2 with any Dora draw. We can accept all of them right now. There she is. Ignoring her was the right play. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she does not like this. But this is Keisha. Go on. You are such a whiner. Okay, so we're keeping the 5 around for the potential to use Adora. Probably better to hold this now, though. Oh, don't you exit my game. All right. Do you want a lap? Is that what you want? No, she just wants to sit here and stare. Make sure she can judge me every time I deal in. There she goes. I will still just cheat a Tenpai here. Ooh. That allows me to do this, which gives me outs for Sun Shoku as well, for the additional value. Like, it's the sort of thing where if I get the 6 pin, I don't go Sun Shoku. But if I get 9 pin, it's great. Okay. Moot point, but still a better weight here. Unfortunately, not actually a better weight. I was distracted too much by Cat, and all of the 9s are dead. That's an important thing to watch out for over the board. Cats are terrible distractions. So in reality, it's better to have the 5-mon in hand, because if I draw like a 4-mon, then I can upgrade that direction instead. But now if I draw 5-mon, switch it, and then go 4-mon, then I'll be Furiton. So, a little bit of a weird situation. I'm fine with pushing this here. I don't think anyone's on a ton of value by the look of it. There we go. All right, nice little win here. Recover the 1,300 points that were just stolen from me. And open some kind of Itsu hand. Am I committing this to Suzu? If I do, then it's better to discard 1/3/5 pin. I think with that draw I do. So we discard 1/3/5 pin first because it's harder to read what our suit is and it's more likely to be discarded earlier. Well, that changes things a bit though, doesn't it? Jeez. This hand does not know what it wants. Like, it'd be a really good weight if we draw, like, the 3-cell. Or we could make it a really bad weight and take the Itsu on a 3-cell. I guess that's not even a bad weight, is it? That'd be 1, 4, 5 weight. Yeah, I like the 3-cell draw. Let's do that.
Boom.
But it only works on a 3-cell draw. That's the thing. Now we could still cheat and force the
Chi.
Itsu. With how aggressively they're pushing, that might be the play. It's a hard decision. If 3-so comes out right now... Wait, what is this? Hold on. That is not a great weight. But I think I'm greedy anyway. So I'm going to take it. And we are on just waiting on that 3-so. Unfortunately, player on our right looks like they might be Honitsu as well. So, this could be very awkward very quickly. We'll have to see. Formon. Yeah, they don't care at all right now, do they? The dealer has the most to benefit by folding here, and that might be what that 3 is. 3-mon Tadashi. Yeah, player on our right is just pushing, though. Maybe. Oh, come on. What is that? See, that weight would have been amazing. Just discard the 2. Maybe it would have been better to wait, just get to how many Sozu draws there are that make it so much better. Ooh. That one hurts. Yeah, so that's game. Nice Gakuten. I'm glad I didn't deal into that. Now this is good. There's no come on here. This is us winning still. We take these. That is absolutely 100% fine. And we are now 300 points down from 4th Dan, where we can start taking on Tokujou. Let's run it back. Tenho might be apologizing for that 1/4 they made us do. If that's the case, I'm going to ride this as long as I can. All right, worst position, starting dealership. But that's okay. Happens 1 out of 4 times. Just have to deal with it. This could end up as a Chanta hand of some kind. So I'm going to hold the 1s when I normally would discard 1 over white. Especially with draws like that. Definitely not calling it yet, though. We're not there. But there we discard the isolated tile. Which wouldn't have been isolated for very long. And that's the commitment. All right. Now I need to find a 9. Oh god, there's only 1 left. Maybe we aren't committing to this one. We'll commit on specifically a 9. That's it. That's all we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we just go a different route. Okay, maybe the different route was too hasty. I guess the different route would have been discarding the 8-mon. No, because that still hedges away from Handamon. Yeah, I don't know. Hard position. I can still chi a 9-mon, technically.
Boom.
I'm glad I didn't want that. It's a long
Boom.
pause. Okay, them. Well, it looks like we're shutting this one down then. These hands just feel a bit dangerous. We can still keep like the off chance cheat toy around.
Sumo.
Yeah, that's fine. I can deal with a small deficit here. And another Wind Dora. How do we feel about that? Well, drawing the red does make that better. Now we want to cut the penchant if we can. Let's go ahead and do that now. So if we draw another green dragon, it's really good for us.
Boom.
And at this point, we're going to try to be Dora Tonki, I think. Like, not actively. If I draw a Dora, obviously that's better. But, you know. Autopilot.
Boom.
It's the worst thing in the world. Well, now we have to shut this one down quickly. We're playing for efficiency. We're going for speed.
Chi.
I don't know what they're going for, though. Like, I had to double check. It's still east round. So what are they sitting on? No green, no white. Could technically be red dragon.
Dong.
Wait, what? Oh, they're in the south position. Okay, I got a little bit lucky there. I'm apparently it's very slightly out of it, but we're okay. All right. So here we are. We've got Dora acceptance of any Dora tile that we draw, which is good. We have the potential for a 789 Sunshoku. We probably wouldn't open for it or anything. It's not worth it. That's interesting. I think we just cut that here. Gets rid of the Sunshoku chance. But I think it's best for efficiency, because we do technically have a Dora, or not a Dora, a pair over here. Okay, sure.
Boom.
Okay, so now we can do this here. Planning on the 5 being the pair. I think that's the better way to go. I do just want to point out here, there are a lot of you watching that haven't yet liked the stream. That is something you're able to do. If you're on mobile, you can just like double tap your screen, or sometimes there's a giant thumbs up button. Really, any of them are fine. I'm not too picky. So feel free to do that if you catch the fancy. Yeah. Since that 5's our only pair, this doesn't hurt us to wait. We're not opening the hand or anything. So if we draw a useful tile, then we can con. Like that one.
Come.
Oh. Well then. We have Dora 5. That's a lot of Dora. Unfortunately, 2 of the Dora are gone. So this is kind of an all-in play. But if we can get it, then we'll be in a great spot. So this is a Dora 7 hand. If we get this, this is 16,000 points. But there's only 2 tiles left to do it, and people are going to try to hold on to them in general. Now, the good news with a con like this, a lot of times people are going to reach. Damn. So they probably wouldn't see the Dama coming, but man, look at that hand. That is so many Dora. Oh well. Moving on. This north doesn't really do anything for us. There's a chance we end up as Honitsu, but even then we don't really want the north. But it does immediately prove us wrong. Like, it would be better in our hand than not, but I'm also fine with just a standard hand here. So we'll see which direction this ends up going. If we draw one more Sozu naturally, or we chi the 3-so, I think we can go for it. I don't even think it really matters which Sozu we draw naturally. Could basically be any of them here. Might be a little bit quick to discard that tile with the Dora adjacency and all. Now we're getting punished for the inefficiency of what we're doing. That's not great. I hate it when I have to face the consequences of my actions. Okay, that's good. So we'll take that. Best draw here is like probably 2-pin.
Riichi.
Okay. Oh, doo-doo. What am I going to do with you? I want this 9 to be safe, but I don't know if wanting it to be safe is the same as it actually being safe. I feel like it is.
Riichi.
Now it might be my best choice. Yeah. Okay. Not too much to do there. Like, obviously, if we changed a few patterns, things might have been different. Who knows? But this is a Dora 2 hand. I can't chi that one, though. I have to chi the 6 side of it. I will absolutely pull in the Dora if I get the chance to. Okay, that's a good draw at least. This 3-pin is a little bit extraneous, because I really do want this Dora pair to be a pair, so I should probably discard this sooner rather than later. Except it does add on to that, so no, it's actually 6 mon here. Reason for this is the 4-pin does make a Pinfu hand still. So Pinton Dora Dora would be fantastic. If I draw the 6 or the 4-pin. And that would be a Dama hand for sure, if we get it.
Riichi.
Well,
Riichi.
it's the right play. Let's see if it works. 2 9's already dead, which is a little bit unfortunate. Toyman doesn't look like they're on a 6-pin weight, though. It'd be very, very strange if they were. If we can roam them, we'll be able to take the lead. If we sumo, we're also taking the lead. We can see all the 7s, so the 9 looks great. Okay, that 8 was scary. So on a 6-pin sumo, this is Hanuman, is that right? Pintan Dora 2, Riichi sumo, yeah.
Sumo.
Ah, they beat us to it. I figured that might be one of the things they have. With the 5-pin discard, it seemed fairly likely, but not like it would really affect what I was doing at all. Like it's just, still just slam the Riichi. Okay. I really don't want my dealership to be a quick one here. I want to be able to get something going. These draws are not really cooperating with the quick hand idea, though. Like, I'm technically 2 Shanten. The problem is it's 2 Shanten for Chitoi. The longest 2 Shanten in the world. So I'm going to have to see if I can do something about that and get off Chitoi. But it's really hard to do from this position. Like, I need to connect something to this 4, discard the 1s and discard the 9. Then I can do a Tanyao Hen instead. It's possible. I think we should probably try to force it. Okay. Yeah, that's a decent shape to go for. With 2 calls, though, I'm worried I'm just too far behind them. Can't take that, really. I could. Doesn't feel great, though.
Chi.
Okay, I can pull in the 2 or the 5 and really mess with what they're doing. But the 5 would be the Akka, so it's probably not coming out. So this does put me in a position where I'm going to need to discard Pinzu at some point. Oh, and I'm freezing on the 8. Okay, we're not. Yeah. 3-6.
Riichi.
Reach Tanyao Dora. There's a couple of them dead, but that's not the end of the world. With 7 pin dying, that's actually pretty good for us.
Long.
Ah, that's not good, though. Just donating Riichi sticks around here. This is Ishanten. Never double reach. It is never double reach at all. And I'm now going to draw the 9 and not even get the Tanyao. Oh, that's a bit better. We discard the 5.
Riichi.
One of the reasons for the 5 discard, it's conventional in Mahjong that if you can see all of the 5s, then the 3 and 7 is a lot safer. It's not as good as some of the other kabes out there, but it is something, and that's a good draw too. So by discarding the 5, it encourages other 5s to come out, and then maybe 3s come out. But the 6 might do that quicker by making it Suji. But it seems like people are just pushing. So we'll take this though. Reach Sumo Tanya Dora. That's it. Okay. That's fine. We'll push ourselves into second place going into South 3. 10,000 points behind, which is doable. Especially with this Dora 2 hand here. I'm going to start with discarding the 1s. Or that one first. Potential 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku as well. This hand has some decent chances. If I can get the 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku, that's 3 Han open even. Sorry, 4 Han. We can do math around here. Not a great draw. But not the worst either. We don't need non-Tanyao tiles around here. God, I want to con this so bad, but there's no way it's right. Okay, that helps. Now we have a pair option. One Formon is basically dead. There's only 2 left that I can't see. But I don't see a lot of 2-3, so that could end up stranding a lot of things in people's hands. Which would be good. I think we take that. No, we don't. Maybe I should have. I don't know. That's a hard one. Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the right answer is there. Unfortunately, player on my left here ruining my Nagashi. Alright, here we go. Ishanten. 3-pin, 6-pin. Yeah, so they're going to be fighting for last place here. Unfortunately for the player on my left, they can't just make a quick hand and end everything. Because it would just run Chun again. Unless they're in first, of course. Now I'm trying to decide what I want to do, though. Like, do I just pawn this green dragon? Maybe. I need a Mangan to win. Mangan Sumo, specifically. So I'm going to need a lot of help really quickly if this hand wants me to go for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to pawn the green dragon and call it a day. Yeah, at this point, if I pawn green dragon, I'm discarding white. That's a good draw. We'll hedge just a little bit, because it could still be a very strong hand if we just draw the white. Yeah, it's hard for this hand to, or this game to reach. Yeah, I'm giving up on it. Hard for this game to reach West, because basically it involves this player dealing into 7,700 to this player. Then the Ren chunk comes around and this player wins the hand. That's pretty much the only option.
Boom.
Yeah, we're trying to shut this down now, and unfortunately it's not a great weight, but it does have upgrades. We do want to avoid dealing into a Mangan, though, if we can. I'm not sure how close they are, though. It's hard for me to read right now. Okay.
Boom.
Yep, we'll take second here. Second is fine. And we are on a pretty good streak here. At least one more game going. What time is it? It's not bad yet. These have been really quick games, actually. Okay. So 915 out of 1,200. 60 points per win, if I remember correctly, from what we were just doing. So, pretty close. We're getting there. That's 5 wins? Yeah. That's how math works. Like, there's technically a 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku chance, but it's not even good. I guess maybe I should have kept it for the Chanta Sanshoku. Get another shot at it. Yeah. Let's mix it up a little bit. Don't need that one for that hen, though. If I start drawing all central tiles, this is going to feel real bad real quick. Okay. Well, that kills it a little bit. Hey, Fear Gods. How are you? Great to hear. I'm just glad it's working. For a while, my Twitch stream just like was spinning and not actually loading for anything. Hoping to get back to more of those videos soon, though. We'll see. That is Tenpai. The 2-pin is Sotogawa. Will people fall for the Sotogawa trap? I think this is a fine Riichi, because it's a little bit of a trap weight, and then just Riichi Nomi is actually positive EV. And we do have a con chance as well. If we draw 5, I'm going to be so salty, especially if we deal in with it or something.
Boom.
Sotogawa works. Oh, nice. Sotogawa trap spiking the Ura. Ura 2. Exactly. No, Sotogawa traps are my favorite. Like, that wasn't the intention with the discard, but it's what it ended up setting up. So we take those. This is an interesting series of draws. Best draw here is Dora. Most likely discard is Tumon. Fear God, so there's a couple reasons. I've talked about it a couple times on the stream, but basically the reason I like this client is, one, games are about 30% faster because you don't have all the animations and everything. I can get my average game on Tenho is about half an hour. Ooh, beautiful. Average game on Nintendo is about half an hour. Average game on Mahjong Soul is about 45 minutes. And that's not an exaggeration. That was before they added in a bunch of the new animations. So that's one reason. Second reason is competitiveness. Players on this client are much, much better at the game than on any of the other clients. Do I Riichi this or do I Dama? I think I'm going to Riichi. It's a little bit aggressive. But I think aggression in East 2 is fine. How do you average 30 minutes on Soul? Is that Tompu or is that full Hanchan games? Maybe it changes as it goes higher, or maybe it's gotten reduced recently. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was 45 minutes for Hanchan game before. Like my longest ever game on Tenho is 60 minutes, which went to like full West 4 and everything. But Mahjong Soul, some of the games I've commentated, I swear, they were insane.
Riichi.
Oh, don't do it. Don't beat me on this. I just wanted to reach and have fun. Am I not allowed to do that? Maybe I'll just sumo here. But yeah, one of the other things to consider, Fear Gods, is, well, another reason I like this is there's no hints or anything. There's no mouse over, find the tiles. It forces you to pay attention, at least in some capacity. Or alternatively, get very good at kind of scanning and finding the tiles. So that's one of the bigger benefits, in my opinion, as far as all that goes. Hints are a bit too much of a crutch for me. But if you play on clients like this, it does make you better too, right? It's the whole theory with, you know, chess or really any game that you can improve at, honestly. If you play people better than you, you will see improvement faster because you're going to be noticing what they're doing, what you need to do to beat them. So you don't necessarily want to, for lack of a better term, dumb down your play style and play against worse players just so you can be more competitive. A lot of times improvement is the goal. It's really outside at all, Chubby. So if you have an early 4, it's either 2 or 3. Let's see, early 4 to 2 or 3. But the 6 wouldn't apply at all because 6 is to the inside of the 4. So 6 isn't safer at all with a 4-pin discard early. Thank you for the follow, Fear Gods. Appreciate it. Yeah. But the last reason I choose not to stream on Mahjong Soul and Riichi City is that I really don't need some of the images that they have on their client associated with my accounts at all. So that's just the sort of thing I'd rather avoid. And I haven't really been on either of the two too much recently. But from what I'm told, Riichi City is even worse than Mahjong Soul used to be.
Boom.
Okay, yeah, so East only 30 minutes. That makes sense. So I was talking about the full Hanchan in 45. Yeah, no problem, Chubby.
Riichi.
See, this is a situation where Sotagawa should apply with this early 3-so discard, especially following up with a 5. Because if this came out of a complex shape, it would probably be 3-5-5-6. So it'd be waiting on 4-7, which is why the
Riichi.
other side of the Sotagawa isn't safe. Yeah. Next discard, if I don't find something safer, is 9 so. Assuming I get a discard. Okay. I wonder if that was a thought on the con. That was kind of a big delay. Might have just been, you know, client delay. It happens. Yeah, not really my thing, Fear Gods, to say the least. This one isn't really safe, so I'm gonna have to follow the 7-pin here.
Don't.
Yep, that's good. Oh, wow, that's a really good hint. Yeah. Waiting on just 2 so I couldn't possibly have dealt into them, but obviously there's no way to know. Welcome back. My kitty has been incorrigible recently. Hello. You're getting picked up again. Oh, yes. Nope, you can't get away that easy. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I feel a little weird because it's still the client that I recommend to people that are getting into the game and that sort of thing. And a lot of times I'll give the disclaimer too, like, you know, I don't play on this client, but it is the most new player friendly. Because a lot of people don't want to navigate Tenho. Like, it's not everything's translated, even though there are some English translation options. If you're not familiar with this client, I play in full Japanese just because that's what I'm used to. Even though I can't really read Japanese either. But this is what I grew up on, so to speak. Like, I've played this since more or less I started playing Mahjong. Okay, that's a good draw. So now we can cut this, likely discard the 2-mon to make a pair of the 3s. Best draw is probably 8-mon then. Exactly, Doodoo. Like, there's other ones that people have recommended, but I don't know. They're just not really up there. Like, there was, what is it, Kimono? Yeah, Kimono Mahjong. Don't step on the keyboard. Okay. But it was like single player only, no competitiveness. You're just playing as AI. Had a slight charge with it. Beautiful draw. We take those.
Riichi.
It's about the same, honestly. Oh, beautiful. Riichi Batsumo Pin Fedora. Like, it's daunting, but it's not bad. Oh, and we hit the Ura. That is a huge point swing. We are almost caught up now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. So here we probably actually discard 9-8. Very strange hand. But the 9 doesn't contribute to Tanyao. And if we get the green, then it's another option. And, like, potentially Ryuiso. Not likely by any means, but something you have to consider still. What is going on here? Yeah? This is certainly a hand. Like, this is a hand that I could potentially pawn for Tanyao Toi Toi. But I'm not going to. I'm also not going to Riichi here, I don't think. I'll pass a roll on the 1, actually. But I will roll on the 4, because that's 6,400 points, which puts me in the lead. This is Ishanten for Yakuman. So, no, I said I was going to pass on that. I'd probably roll it from the player across. But not this guy.
Home. Kang.
Maybe we do have to take a win soon. Are we going to get punished for passing on that win? Hopefully not. Okay. I mean, I guess we have to take that one.
Tsumo.
That is a Mahjong after all, and that is the game. So, we'll take it. Yeah, there's a lot of not great stuff on there, to say the least. All right, and we take another win. That is absolutely crazy how good this month has been. Oops. That is not an addition. That is a total. Only a Mahjong, I know. Let's go and see if we can find the 4-pin real quick. Where was that 4-pin? Four-pin is one here, one in the wall somewhere. Right there. So it would have missed me. It would have been Toyman drawing it. So probably got bailed out there. Can't get too greedy for that sort of thing. But it is what it is. I don't really have a preference, Fear Gods. Like if you look at my stats here, this one here, 37% is the open win rate, if I remember correctly. Let me double check this on Google Translate real quick. Pretty sure that's right though. So 37% is roughly average. I think it's a little bit above average, but not by too much. Oh, it does. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, exposure rate. So that's how that translates here. So this is a 37% win rate. And if I compare myself to top players, sorry, I have to pull up all the stats and everything. The average player in the top level of Tenho has a call rate of, so one standard deviation would be between 30 and 39. So I'm very slightly ahead of the average for that. Only by a little bit. So I'm roughly average as far as that goes. I think just tactically, conceptually, I prefer closed hands. But based on pace of game and everything, you just have to react a lot of times. Okay, that's a pretty good starting hand. Start there. I would love to connect this door to something. Okay, that's not bad. If we pawn this, which we will, we can do this, and the 7s are likely to be our pair, and this is a Dora 2 open hand. So this is kind of what I look at. Like, it's not really preference of do I open or do I keep closed. It's do I have the value that it makes it opening worth it. So in this position, as dealer, this is a Dora 2 hand. It's got one bad shape, which would be kind of hard to complete, and it's sped up a lot by calling for this white dragon. So it makes sense to open here. If you stay closed, it's not that much more expensive. Ooh, that's a very bad draw, though. We'll hedge a little bit. We'll keep this pair around just for the value, because it's worth so much more if we can integrate this one. But because I have a Dora 2 hand, it just makes sense to open this one. It's not supposed to be someone else who's fast at the table. It is not the plan. The 7 should be pretty safe, though, even though it's only Dora Suji. Because the 9-8 before it, it's not likely that they have another 9 and 8 in their hand, or 6 and 8. Yeah, that can definitely be an issue. Fear gods. I do that rarely. Almost always on a Dora pawn. It's I've heard I can't remember who it is. It's a pro over in Japan, basically saying that you should never pass a Dora pawn. And the idea there is that players are going to fold to that sort of thing.
相撲
Oh, jeez, and they got the good out too. Oof. So if players are going to fold to it, then you have as much time as you need to find a Yakyo, because, you know, there's no push there. But times have changed too. I think people push into that more nowadays, especially at the highest levels. Because it used to be that, like, you know, oh, that hand's scary, I better not deal into it, I have to start folding right now. Versus nowadays, it's, well, excuse me, this hand is pretty quick, I want to go ahead and push this as fast as I can, try to hit Tenpai, go from there. I don't even know if I want to pawn the east for this, though. Like, it's not a great hand. Probably will pass the first one here. If I had, like, the Dora connected or something, it'd be more likely, but I don't. If I can draw another Dora, then I will absolutely pawn the east if I get the chance to again. Okay, I'll discard the penchant here. There's a chance that this ends up as Chi Toy. And that would be another way to integrate the Dora. Less likely now. But now that the hand is advanced a bit too, I wouldn't mind the pawn as much. Ah, Chi Toy. Chi Toy would be so much easier to get if you could predict the future.
Chi.
I need to start working on that. Next Mahjong skill.
Sumo.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now this hand I don't see completing without this pawn here. The shapes aren't great.
Pon.
Yeah, I think we just have to take it. Maybe it ends up Toy Toy. It's not likely, but it could happen. Of course. Yeah, I'll take either pawn if I can. Take any of the 3 pawns if I can. Maybe it could be Toy Toy. Could be real. If I pair one more thing, I can hard commit. That's a little rough. I don't think I really want this tile. I don't know if I can really drop it either.
Pon.
Like, I don't even really want this red dragon at all. Like, if I pair it, sure, I'll take it. but a tonky weight at the end on it is not going to be good. Like, it'll never get dealt into. Yeah, a little bit weird, but with 3 of the 6s out, I think that's fine. So if I pawn 5 or 7, do I just drop the Dora? I think so. We think we take this, though.
Come.
Wrong one. Yeah, and here we just have to drop the Dora. Like, I should have done on that discard. That's what I was about to say. Okay. Do we risk it? I'm feeling risky.
Boom.
Okay. This is a bad play.
Boom.
Don't do this. Yeah, like, there's no way that this is the right play, I don't think. I probably should have folded and not even pulled these 7s back here. But here we are. If we win this hand, we move into second. If we don't deal in, we could be in a fine position too.
Don't.
Yeah, dealing in either way there. Alright. Yep. Is what it is. Now this hand is pretty good. It would have been a lot better if I didn't just lose 12,000 points. But unfortunately, I can't really change that at this point. Let's just try and get it back.
Boom.
That's a good draw. Okay, now we have the option for Itsu or Chun. If we can pawn the Chun, we'll definitely take that. We'll have to see what all we get. If we draw the West, we'll also be fine with that. Okay. Now we're less fun with the West. Don't give me a West.
G.
Itsu, Dora, Haku, Honitsu. That's not needed. So yeah, this is a Mangan. This only backfires on the Aka 5 win. Because that'd be a Hanemon if I took the greedy line. Yeah, and that theory, Fear Gods, is not necessarily the best one for online Mahjong. It's all about fourth avoidance. That's the biggest thing. If you want to rank up and improve your numbers and all that stuff, just don't get fourth. So from that perspective, a lot of times less risky lines are the way to go.
Boom.
That's the player I wanted to hit. So that's pretty good. We are no longer in last at the moment. Let's see if we can continue to not being last. Yeah, that's fair. Like, it's a weird balance as a streamer, because I want to do things like for the fans, for things people want to see, all that stuff. But at the same time, I've also kind of built a reputation as like an expert or whatever on the subject matter. So I'm trying to still portray good play. That's why when I do things like, go down to 4 calls and only a single tile in hand against Riichi, I make sure to point out that this is not the right play. You should not do this. But I'm going to anyway. Figure it's a good balance, right? That's another Dora. I think my cat got fur in my mouth. That's not great. Need to stop hemming and hawing so much and make a decision. Like, this is a value-oriented decision. I want to integrate this Dora. Best draw is 3-pin. But a 7-pin will still get me pin Dora reach. Oh, my wife would kill me if I brought one of those into the house. No, I'm thinking about doing some kind of like comedic bits, but we'll see. The real question is, do people actually want to see comedy from me? Like, I used to be a performer. I understand the concept of comedy. But there's also a very different thing from... That does integrate it, but at what cost? That works, though. So if I do this, God, and I just discard the 5, of course. If I could get that 5 back, it'd be so good here. Discard the 5 back, or draw the 5 back, get the 8-9. Yeah. But you can't know, right? But no, I have some ideas for comedy shorts or even long-form videos. Oh, that's good.
Riichi.
We'll take that. See, and now the Dora discard doesn't really hurt us. Just our feelings. I mean, it would have been better, obviously, if I discarded the 3-so, but... I wonder if that was right. What was the position? Yeah, there were 2 3-pins left. Yeah. It probably was right to 3-so there. Thank you, Fear Gods. I'll see you around. I do this every Friday night at 7 p.m. EST. Unless I miss a week, but, you know, is what it is. See you around. And I'd love to switch out that one, too. Yeah, people are just really not wanting to deal in here by the look of it.
Riichi.
Except for them, they're fine with it. Gotta imagine that's what they were waiting on.
Chi.
Okay. Breaking the dealer Ipatsu. Like, the 9 looks pretty safe, right? You can totally discard the 9. Okay. Waiting on... Ooh, 3-6-9. Okay. Got a little bit lucky there, I guess. Another pair of 2-pin Dora. And another awkward shape to fit it into. Let's see how badly I can screw this one up this time. It's giving me a chance. All right. So here we would love to go Tanyao. We'd love to discard this 8, get a 4-pin, keep the Dora pair, go from there. That does help that too, doesn't it? Now we can discard the 9 without breaking shapes, like discard 9-1, fill the kanchans. I would open for that. Now I'd definitely open for it. The problem is this 4-pin is not likely to be discarded by them. So the 4-pin's going to be the hard one to get. And at the same time, I don't want to discard this 9 yet and like keep other floating tiles around. Because if I draw a 3-pin, I want this 9 to be able to make the 6s my pair. What does that do, though? I think that promotes this. Because now the 4s can be my pair if I draw the 3-pin. Can't take that, though. Just like we drew it up. Interesting. Nice thing is this 3 so is safe against a lot of the table. Yeah, that one's fine. If we draw 2-pin, we can actually discard 4-so. Yeah. Discard 4-so and go for Tanya on a 2-pin draw. Which means we can pull in 2-pin as well. Something to keep in mind. I don't need that. We can also take the 3-pin pawn, now that I'm thinking about it. Suspicious delays on these discards. I think I'm going to Dama this. It's so close to the end here. No one's going to discard anything around the Dora if I Riichi. And the 1-pin is still basically the same value. That is not a good draw. I'm still going to discard it. I was worried about dealing into them there. This does kind of show my hand a little bit. Like, people know I'm on a pretty good hand, probably. That one's fine. What do you got? Chitoy waiting on 3-mon. Okay. That is fine. Okay. 987 Sanshoku is a possibility. Don't think I need to commit to outside hands of any kind. Yeah, this seems fine. And this is all my shapes too, so nothing really to worry about. Best draw is actually 6-pin, because it allows me to go for the Tanyao here. There is 2,600 points in the center of the board. So an open hand is completely reasonable here. Obviously, I'm forsaking the 789 Sanchoku chance, but I think that's okay. That's a good draw. Nice. Best draws either 7 or 7 or an 8, I guess. Okay, and we take this Riichi for sure.
Riichi.
It's just got so much value in the center here. And we're scary, we're the dealer. Fear us. Or don't, I guess. I guess I prefer that. Nice. That is a big swing. This is once again putting us right back into the thick of things. Huh. We are 230 away from, or 240 away from being first. On a sumo, of course. Of course, she says. Okay. What if we just Nagashi? Hear me out. Oh, man. Imagine that this is the Kokushi hand. Exactly. The sumo is the way to go. But that wasn't a sumo, that was an Ippatsu roll. Makes it even better. I wish I could go back and relive the days where I had the insane Ippatsu rated a tournament. That was a long time ago now, though. Not a tournament, a league, sorry. What were those stats again? Let me find that real quick. I'll be slightly distracted, but don't worry, I'll still see your messages as they come through here. Yeah. And go to search. Oops. Only slightly distracted. Why? Ah, here we go. Now it's just a bit of scrolling and I will find it. Does it really not load? Ugh. Okay. Okay, this is starting to look like Chi-Toy or Toy-Toy or something. We'll see. Don't really need that for... Seems fine. I should be paying a bit more attention because Toyman is kind of scary with the Dora discards and everything, so I should be folding pretty hard here, honestly.
Riichi.
Well, the reach got my attention. Yeah, it's just full fold here. It's not worth it. Jeez. I want it to be worth it so bad. But the worst thing I could do here is deal in. Like, we have to fold to the best of our ability. Dealing in would blow everything we just built up, pretty much. Jeez, and we almost could have had the Suanko. That would have been Suanko Tenpai right there. Oh well. Who needs Yakuman? Waiting on 3-6. Okay. That's fine. Oh, hey, Tom. How are you doing? Here they are. Finally found the stat sheet I was looking for. Yes. Ipatsu rate, 26%. Oh, that was such a good league. 26% over 17 Hanchan. Absolutely crazy league. Awesome. Good to hear. Hopefully you're learning a thing or two. Would love to draw a 5-pin here. At the very least, can try to work this around into a more usable shape. Still have to be careful. Still don't want to deal in here. And with 2,200 points in the center, it is the sort of thing people would probably dom as small hands. I'm in a position where if I hit Pinfu, I probably still need to Riichi to try to make up the point difference here. I think that's right. This actually has a Sanshoku chance with it now, though. 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku. Unfortunately, the 5-pin is dying, which is not ideal for that plan. Yeah, it's a weird position to be in. If we draw the 4-pin or 4-so, we can still discard the 7, but
Gong.
Yeah, see, Dama hands. It'll do that to you. Alright, and that does put us in second for now, though. That's exciting. It does make it quite a bit harder to get first in this game, though. If we're gonna get first, we need some kind of Menzen Riichi hand. We are not last, that is correct. We've managed to avoid last pretty well, aside from the brief stint where we were in last for a while. But last avoidance is the name of the game here. No, it was a pretty nice little comeback I had there. I guess I can't call it a comeback just yet. You know, still some game left to play. God, I wish Tenno had Ryan Hanshibari. Such a fun role. If you guys aren't familiar, basically there's a role called Ryan Hanshibari, where once you hit 5 Honba, you need 2 Yaku instead of 1 Yaku to be able to win a hand. It definitely encourages some very different play. Exactly, Mordecai.
Riichi.
Results-oriented thinking. That is a problem. So that 6 could be them waiting on a 3, trying to entice someone into discarding it. The fact that the dealer is discarding dangerously is very concerning. going to be as safe as we can here. There is still a route to Tempai here, though. So we discard 3-pin here. We get 4-mon, probably. I might even chi a 4-mon, honestly. Just really wanted to be able to use that, but... yeah, I can't justify it. It is, as I said, the absolute worst if I deal into this player. That makes this much harder. Yeah, I guess half Suji's the best I can do. Not great, but it did pass. I would not like to Riichi. Thank you very much. Riichi waiting on 2-mon with 2 of them left. Yeah, it sounds terrible. I said no, game. But I would love to know what's safe here. That's good. Yeah, 2-mon draw would be a thing, wouldn't it? Minor thing, Mordecai spelled M-A-N. Or Rumaji is M-A-N, I guess. There's a 2-mon. So where are we at? So 7 tiles left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So I don't need to move this. That counting, by the way, basically it's just tracking discards, seeing who has the last straw. Because with the person being in Tempai, you don't want them to have the last straw because that's more points. So I could have cheated this tile to move that last straw to myself, potentially. But didn't need to. If I did it, would have just given them the last straw. So, here we are. Okay, I was right. They were trying to entice the 3. Nailed it. Beautiful. All right, so how do we get a quick hand out of this? It's pretty good. Dora 2 with the set of south would be good. $2,800 points bonus in the center. So definitely worth doing if I can get the south. If I can't, I'll have to stay silent for a while. Yeah, that's always the worst, isn't it, Dudo? I hate misclicks online. I hate misclicks in real life more. That does happen, but a little bit different, I guess. And we take those. It's actually a little bit worse now than it was, because of the way the hand developed. We don't have a pair, but we should be able to find something. We might even find another Dora. That is one of the things that allows me to integrate a Dora. Now best draw is 7 or 9-pin. Oh, come on. I've got to take it, don't I?
Gee.
You're back again? Hello? Oof. Yeah, this isn't great. Pushing here, but I really don't know if it's right. Half Suji's better than no Suji, I guess. What? Alright, my cat's complaining too much. She looked very indignant when I said that. Hate ya. If you want to chase something, don't chase your brother. Chase the light. That is also not great. Is this really gonna pass? Wow. Got lucky there. The 6 is safer than the 3 at that point. Because of the potential for a penchant, but honestly, they all look pretty good with the early discards here.
Done.
All right, then. That's one way to do it, I guess. We are now 6,000 points down. 6,000 is doable. Tanyao, Dora. That's hard, though. Thank you, Asded. How do we get there? Like, are we just going for the direct hit? Even then, this hand's only 2,600 in Dama. 6,000 is a little bit rough. We'll see. 6,000 is not one of the good numbers to hit. Let's try and build some better shapes in here. Because Pinton Dora on a Rowan works. On a Sumo it doesn't. On a Sumo I have to Riichi, so I'd probably Riichi that hand anyway. If I Riichi, they're going to assume that I have enough to overtake and probably push anyway. So yeah, that's the play. And we can deal in at this point as long as it's not to the dealer, I think. Not Toyman either, but it's not a great draw. If I can draw 4-mon, I'm in a much better spot. Draw 4-mon, discard 3 pin. Okay. We take premonitions on this channel. That is fine. Now this is Dora 2.
Riichi.
Oh, come on. Now we have to navigate this. This is the person I can't deal in against. So if these 5s are a pair... Oh, actually, we can win with 5,200 now. That's worth considering. So let's chi this.
Chi.
Discard that. I'm taking it. This could end so badly.
Boom.
Okay. We're in it. This is enough. This is enough. We took the win. Oh, Lord, this has been a very blessed night. 5 firsts. Jeez. You call that easy, Mordecai? Come on. That was not an easy hand to win. I had to pull everything out of nowhere to do that. Like, that was crazy. The fact that the 5-mon got discarded, the Aka 5-mon, was required. It wouldn't have been enough other than that. Oh, Lord. Yeah. All right, then. What time is it getting to be? Oh, it's getting to be pretty late. I think I'm going to have to call it there, guys. I do really, really appreciate you all sitting in with me as usual. If you haven't yet, like the stream, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff. There is a link down in the description if you want to join our Discord, be part of the community. But I think that's about all I got for the night. Hopefully next time we'll be able to push up to Tokujou, just a couple wins away. And with how this month has been going, it's very possible. So once again, thank you all so much for joining in. I will see you guys next time.